kind of weird coming on here. God, I haven't been on my channel in forever, but I definitely wanted to come on and give you guys some info about what's been going on with me and, my family and all that good stuff. Because I'm sure people probably wonder because they kind of just up and disappeared on YouTube. Hey Michelle, how's it going? Oh my God, I've not talked to you in forever. Hey Anna. So I'm actually driving to go visit Kevin right now, and I have like probably an hour or so. So I thought I would come on and do like an old school live chat like I used to do, like all the time. So how are you guys doing? It's actually really nice. It's like 70, like probably low 70s or something like that. Sorry guys. Hold on. How in the heck did I do that? Sorry. I was trying to like get my phone all straight and it fell. But anyway, yeah, I know. It's like in the low 70s here. I'm in Washington still. And it's like almost 6 o'clock. So anyway, I look like crap. I've been dealing with chronic pain stuff all day today and like trying some CBD stuff to see if that helps. That's an interesting experience. Yeah, I am so glad that I don't live in Eastern Washington anymore. I've talked to like a couple people recently about that, like clients and stuff. I was like, oh yeah, I used to live there. I was like, hot summers, cold winters. I was like, I don't miss either of those. Same thing with California, like, because I'm from Northern California, and I was like, thank God I'm not having to deal with like triple digits. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever used CBD. Hey Anna, I just saw your message. I'm really new to it. Like, I know about it and all that good stuff, but I'm not really educated, I guess, like per se, on like what the best types are and like all of that stuff. So I called around to a couple different shops today, and like one place was super cool, and the guy was like, yeah, I have some with like really low THC, and just come on in, and we have like a sample thing for like, he told me it was $14, and I went in and it was like, they ended up giving it to me for $6, and it was like this little, probably like that big, like container, and you open it up and it wasn't even full. It was like maybe half full, and it's like a lotion. And so I've been putting that like on my neck and my lower back today, because I don't get my refill for my pain meds actually until tomorrow, because my doctor's been on vacation. So I tried that out, and everybody told me that I wouldn't be able to like feel the THC in it because it's 30 to 3. It's like only 3% THC, which is really, really low. And I just must be like very sensitive to it, because I wouldn't say like I feel it a lot, but I can feel it. Like, I feel like a little bit like drowsy from it, I guess. And I just feel like not sober. Like, I feel a little different. But it has taken away like a lot of the pain. I had like half of one of my 5 milligram pills I took this morning when I woke up, and I usually take like 3 5 milligrams a day. So I hope I'm going the right freaking way. They changed like all the Portland, Seattle freeways and stuff like that. They're like backwards now, and nobody freaking knows where they're going. Like, yeah. Yeah, I've been trying it out today, but I'd like to find something that I could take like on a regular basis, but I don't know. I kind of lose hope that I'll ever live, and hopefully you guys come back. So I can tell you the story that I was planning to tell when I got sidetracked. But yeah, I haven't visited Kevin that many times, so I'm not like super familiar with like the freeway and stuff like that going out there. So anyway, yeah, so I just wanted to come on and let you guys know that he's actually in county jail now. He got transported, I think it'll be 3 weeks on Tuesday. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy, like, because personally, he hasn't even been back there in like 17 years to county.
and he's with a bunch of guys in there that are like either waiting to be sentenced, or they don't have, they only have like a couple months or maybe like up to a year or something like that. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of crazy that he's there. I can visit him twice a week, which is cool. Usually it's like an hour. They say only like 25 minutes, but usually they just keep giving us extra time. But most of the time I go after work. So like I've already worked 10 hours and like I'm burnt out. So we visit an hour and then I have to drive an hour home, and yeah. So, but it's good. He has this is for his appeal actually. He has a court date coming up next month. So that's exciting. And we kind of have never made it this far with appeals. Last time we did an appeal, it made it to the Supreme Court, which I documented on this channel a lot, and then we lost once we got to the Supreme Court. But this is a charge from when he was a juvenile, and they didn't give him the option to appeal his charge. And so we went back and filed an appeal and said, look, he didn't even get the option to appeal this when he was 16 years old. He did 2 years in prison. Like, that's not right. That's against the law. That should have never happened, kind of thing. So that is what he is waiting to go to court for. It's going to be an evidentiary hearing. It pretty much is like his opportunity to provide any proof, I guess, or evidence or whatnot, that they didn't do it, and then the prosecution has the opportunity to provide any evidence that they have on their side, that they were in the right and not the wrong. So we find out immediately, he thinks, at the end of that hearing or whatnot, if what the judge thinks, if he thinks that we should get resentenced or not resentenced. So within the next couple months, we should find out a lot, which is good. Because those of you guys that know, that have gone through it yourself in the past, that are going through it, fear of the unknown sucks ass. And yeah, it'll eat at you and eat at you. You're just laying in bed at night, and that's all you're thinking is oh my gosh, are we gonna win? Are we gonna lose? How long is this gonna take? I don't know. There's just a million thoughts that go through your head. So anyway, I get it. This is I've been with Kevin. We'll be married 5 years in November, and this is the second appeal that I have been through with him. I know he's filed a lot of appeals in the last 16 and a half years. So I can only imagine how he's feeling about it. I know how I'm feeling about it. So it's got to be 10 times worse, obviously, for him. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. I just wanted to come on and let you guys know about it. So probably the next time I do an update on here, it'll be letting you guys know what happened in court and stuff. So that's exciting, and hopefully goes good, and I'm crossing my fingers. Other than that, I want to try. So I've been super busy. I always say this, but it's so true. I'm still in school full time. I'm taking classes at the UD, and I'm taking classes at the community college because I still have. I'll graduate in spring, so I still have 3 quarters left. So I just started taking my math classes summer quarter, which is insane. Why would a sane person even take a math class during summer quarter? It goes twice as quick. It's ridiculous. And then I also have a learning disability with math, so it was the worst possible thing that I could have done. So anyway, this is the last week of my math class, thankfully, and then I'll have a month off of school. I'll have a little bit of downtime. I'll still be working full time, but still I won't have to come home and study on the weekends and all of that for a month. So that's exciting. I don't really have any vacations planned, so it's not I'm planning on going anywhere. I'm probably just gonna kind of take it easy. Maybe take some road trips or something. I don't know. Last year I did a lot of traveling. I went to Colorado a couple times. I went back east. I was in California a month ago. A little over a month ago for my cousin's wedding. So we were down there for 4 days. And so yeah, I've kind of been all over the map. So I don't know. Maybe I'll kind of chill and take it easy this year, the rest of this year. It's crazy. This year is half over half over. I'm excited that fall is coming up. It's my favorite season, and I love summer. I grew up in California. Like, I'm used to dealing with the hot weather, and I did that for years and years. So I'm glad that I don't have to deal with that all the time. But, like, I love fall. I love Halloween, like, my favorite holiday. I'm a scary movie person. I just love the comfortable clothing. Like, I love the sweaters and the boots and, like, all of that. I'm very much, like, a comfort over, like, I have to look good type of person. I love candles and, like, all of that. I'm not a pumpkin spice person because I'm not a coffee person, but I am a tea person. So there's that. And, yeah, I just love the weather. I love rain. I know I'm weird, but at least I live in Washington. I love rain, and so we've had a super mellow summer in Washington, like really mellow. It's been in the 60s and the 70s most of the time. A little bit in the 80s, but not much. And so, yeah, I'm ready for fall and for winter, and I'm excited about it. And then I know, added on to it, we're going to be finding out a lot of court stuff, so it's like an exciting time. It's also stressful. Like I said, I still have 3 quarters left in school for my counseling license, so I've been certified for the last, like, almost, 2.5 years. I have to get 2,500 hours to be licensed, and so end of November, I'll be hitting that 2,500 hour mark, which is super exciting. So normally when you get your license, you get a pay raise the company you work for. If you get like any sort of like a bachelor's, master's degree, those are like milestones, so they usually bump up your pay. So I'm excited with that. I've been living with my mom for the last year, and so I'm excited for the end of the year because that's probably around the time that I'm going to be moving and like looking for a house this time, not an apartment, so I can take my dogs with me. And yeah, just trying to get like everything in order and all that good stuff. So anyway, did I click off? Okay, sorry. I clicked off like all your comments. I literally just found them all. Give me 1 second, guys. Cars are not letting me go. See, our 1-year anniversary is the 31st of October. Did you get married of August? Oh my gosh, I can't think. Dude, Michelle, it was the craziest thing being able to visit Kevin again. I hadn't seen him in almost 2 years, so it was very surreal. Like the last 2 years, we've just been talking on the phone on a regular basis, and emails, like occasional letters, but yeah, like we hadn't seen each other in so freaking long. August 31st. Right on. That's awesome. Congratulations. For some reason, I felt like you've been married longer than that. I don't know. I also feel like I've known you a lot longer than I probably have. It's insane to think that, like, we've almost been married for 5 years, and we were joking about it the other day, but I was like, years ago, like 3 years ago, I told him, I said, watch, like, we won't be able to go on an actual honeymoon until, like, we're almost married for 10 years, right? Like 10-year anniversary, we'll finally be able to go on our honeymoon. And so it's almost our 5-year anniversary. He's still in there, obviously. And then when he gets out, he'll have 3 years probation, which usually, like, they're not allowed to leave the state and that sort of thing. So, yeah, I honestly think that he'll be, like, if he wins and everything goes good, I think he'll get out within the next year to do one. He thinks so that like within the next year he's going to be out, so he has higher hopes than I do. But I just turned 40 last month, which is so weird to say. Like it creeps me out saying it because I don't feel that old. But I don't know. Like we still talk about having kids and stuff like that, and like I'm always negative about it because I'm like, oh, I just turned 40. Like you're not even out of prison. Like how is that going to happen? But I don't know. There's like a little part of me that like is still hopeful that it's like actually gonna happen. But yeah, that is what's been going down on my end. Not like a whole lot. It's not exciting either. It's kind of boring, I guess. Boring stuff. Regular prison life stuff. Work, school, like case stuff. all that good stuff. And dealing with traffic. That's always fun as well. I definitely need to get back into like the losing weight thing. I've gained weight like throughout the most of the time that Kevin and I were together. So like when we got together, I was at my heaviest. I was like 230 pounds, and like I've always been like thick, but I've never been like really overweight. So 230 was really large for me. And then I got down to like 165, I want to say. And that was like an average weight for me, but that was like a good weight. Like I felt thin at that weight, which is kind of weird. But over the last couple of years that I've been able to see him, I've definitely let like the chronic pain and stuff like that get to me, which sucks. But it's like you can only do so much, and I've been like an emotional eater and. Like it pisses me off because I've literally like put all of the weight, not all the weight, but a lot of the weight back on that I lost. So yeah, I'm kind of at my last straw with my weight, like, and that's kind of where I have to get in order to get to the point where I'm like kicking ass and like losing it all again. I seem to do that. I think it's part of like, in a way, like my addictive personality. I go to one extreme to the other extreme. Like, there's no middle ground, like no in between. So I know I'm at like at least 200 pounds right now, maybe 200, 210. And like I said, I was like at 230. So I lost all of that weight just to gain it back again, which is unfortunate, but whatever. Like, I'm not going to beat myself up over it, I guess. It's just a part of like how I dealt with my emotions the last couple of years, and everything that we've gone through and all that. But yeah, it's good. I work in Tacoma, or like Lakewood, which is right by Tacoma, and they have a 24-hour fitness there. I work late, like swing shift. So I'm actually going to start. I want to join that gym like next month. I think next month I'm going to do it, and I'm going to start going there like after work. And that way I could like do swimming and like low intensity stuff. It's like not hard on my ankles and stuff like that. So anyways, I know I'm gonna do it. It's just a matter of like when I'm actually going to do it. So it's fun. Dude, you're 34, you're still extremely young about to have kids. I promise you that. I wish I was like 35, even 36. I would take 36. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. There's like a lot of stuff. I feel, and sometimes I'm not bipolar, but sometimes I feel like bipolar. As far as like my moods and stuff like that. I've had PTSD for 14 years. And this is kind of a crazy story for you guys. So I've had PTSD for 14 years. It started after an abusive relationship that I was in, like a very violent abusive relationship where I almost died. And so I always thought that's what like triggered it all, right? Like that was the one thing. But I was talking to a mental health clinician. I had like been reevaluated after 14 years, like this last Friday. And I was telling her about other things that I went through, like in high school, like I saw a friend commit suicide, sexual abuse, that sort of thing, a different situation. But, just like one traumatic event, another traumatic event, another super traumatic event, like all of these things, like pretty close together. And she's like, honestly, Tammy, she's like, I feel like your PTSD probably was just like triggered by all those things. She's like, it just didn't, it like set itself off after like the physical abuse, like after that one event, then it just like blew up or whatever in your face. And she's like, yeah, it was like really severe. Like I had agoraphobia. I wouldn't leave the house. I didn't eat solid foods for like a year and a half. Like I got really skinny when that happened. Should have gone on that geriatric diet. Anyway, no, it's crazy because I got reevaluated for mental health, which I hadn't been in forever. For years, I've been putting it off. And I was thinking, oh God, it's been years. Now she's probably gonna like diagnose me with like schizoaffective, bipolar, like personality disorder, like all of these, other diagnoses. and she didn't. She actually told me that she felt like my PTSD had improved dramatically since I had, first started seeing somebody, like in 2005. And she said that I didn't even meet all the criteria for PTSD. And she said I still had panic disorder, and there are probably some things, that I needed to work through for sure. So I'm going to start like outpatient treatment for that in a couple weeks, which I am actually excited about. Like I've never gone to groups for like PTSD and trauma and stuff like that. So I'm actually excited to do it. So if ever you guys are going, definitely, I'm more than happy to chat if you feel like chatting. Relationships within the family. I would say here with like what it's going to be like when my husband gets out of prison, because I don't know. I haven't been with him, out of prison. I have like no idea what it is going to be like. Like it's kind of crazy. But yeah, no, I just wanted to come on and do a live. I was going to do a regular video, but I hate, like, I'm not an editor. Like, I don't want to like sit and spend hours and hours editing a video. I have to spend hours and hours doing math homework. Okay. Yeah, I thought I would come on here and chat with you guys, but nobody's really chatting back. So, yeah, maybe I will end this. I got here super early. I have like 40 minutes to kill, so I'm probably going to go somewhere. I don't want to go get something to eat. I don't want to eat like fast food or anything junk food, but I'm probably going to go maybe grab, I don't know, something to drink and put some gas in my car, and that's about it. Yeah, because my week starts tomorrow. I work Monday through Thursday, but I work 10-hour days, so it's like 10:30 to 9 p.m. And on top of all of that, I have to try and get my pain pills filled in the morning, which is insane. It's just a hassle, and because I have to be at work by a certain time, and like I have no control on like when they're gonna fill my prescription, and on Wednesday, I have to study for my final. Well, all week I have to study for my final in math. And then on Thursday morning at 8 a.m., my final, I have to go to Olympia, which is like an hour away, to take my final. So that'll be fun. And then I have to go straight from there to work. So, and it'll be Friday today, so it's not too bad, but it still sucks. But anyway, guys, I am gonna let you go. I am just like chatting away. But yeah, message me if you guys ever want to chat. I miss going live or just like putting out videos and like chatting with you guys and responding to comments and stuff like that. I just really like the prison wife support has really just changed for me over the years a lot. Like I used to think it was so positive, and I just had a lot of positive experiences, and it went from positive to like super negative, unfortunately. And so I feel like there's a lot of people I can't trust. So I feel very like closed off to that community, unfortunately. And it sucks because, I've been putting these videos out for like almost 4 years. It'll be 4 years in January, I think. And it's something that I really enjoyed doing, and I hope eventually I can do it again, especially like when Kevin gets back, or like when he gets out. Like I want to be able to like do YouTube like videos with him, after like all these years of just me doing it by myself. It'd be nice to do videos with him. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I just need to. I know I have a couple people that I talk to. I really don't talk to that many people on a regular basis. But there's a few people that I kept in touch with, and they're also prison wives or prison girlfriends, or both. And I'm like slowly like super trusting them, let alone like trusting a bunch of other prison wives. But I just miss that like camaraderie and just being able to talk to other women that are going through similar situations. I don't miss like jealousy. You guys ever, what I'm talking about? Like somebody in a group saying like, oh my God, I've been with my boyfriend for 6 months and he gets out in a month. And you're like, are you kidding me? I've been waiting for years, and like he still isn't going to get out for like years and years. I used to definitely have that jealousy factor. Like the first couple of years I was with Kevin, and then it's kind of like faded over time. But anyway, I am at a Shell gas station, so I'm gonna pump some gas. So I have to do it tomorrow or tonight for work, and then I will talk to you all later. But yeah, you guys have a good night, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.